Thanks for tuning in. Let's get started with a quick roundup of all that's making news. In a big development in the Patra scam case, Shiv Sena MP Sanjay Raut has been sent to custody of ED till 8th of August. Now, during the proceedings in the court, the ED revealed that there was a trail amounting to over 112 crore rupees of aid Praveen Raut, who's said to be the main accused in the Patra land scam case, and further said that the money trail with 4 heads had come up during the probe.
यही बोल रहा हूँ कि ईडी ने जो बोला है ये सब डॉक्यूमेंट जिस पे उन्होंने लिया है ये सब डॉक्यूमेंट इनकम टैक्स और राज्य सभा के प्रतिज्ञा पत्र में हमने प्रोड्यूस किया है। उसमें कोई चोरी नहीं और कोई कैश नहीं। जो हुआ है वो सरकार के गवर्नमेंट के हिसाब से हुआ है, उसमें हमने चोरी की नहीं। मैं वापस एक बोलता हूँ, ये पॉलिटिकल केस है। इसमें संजय राउत को अटकाना चाहते हैं, ये संजय राउत को उद्धव जी से तोड़ना चाहते हैं और उद्धव जी को थोड़ा कम, उनकी ताकत कम करना चाहते हैं और उसमें कोई नहीं।
The Enforcement Directorate is also probing Shiv Sena MP Sanjay Raut's role in money laundering case linked to the Pearl scam. The ED has recorded the statement of one person who has been named as Sanjay Raut. In fact, ED has also been probing Pearl Agro Corporation and its 45,000 crore rupees shit fund scam. The searches were undertaken after the probe found that Raut, through his associate, holds thousands of crores of rupees in land Raigad that was transformed by the PSCL. Republic has accessed Sanjay Raut's remand copy in which ED states that Raut received 2 lakh rupees monthly. The ED also alleges that while the questioning was conducted, Raut gave evasive replies and did not explain his involvement in the Patra scam case. With the Enforcement Directorate sealing the office of Young Indian, Republic TV confronted Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, who labelled the central agency's probe in the case as intimidation tactics.
भागने की कौन बात कर रहा है? भागने की वो बात कर रहे हैं। देखिए, सुनिए बात। हम इंटिमिडेट नहीं होंगे, हम नरेंद्र मोदी से नहीं डरते हैं। समझ गए बात? कर लें जो करना है, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा।
Speaking to Republic TV, Rahul Gandhi also refused to answer any questions pertaining to the facts of the National Herald case and vowed to remain undeterred in his fight to save the democracy and the nation. Taking a jibe at the Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra blamed the Congress for not going to court with regard to the National Herald case and even questioned Rahul Gandhi of not revealing the dealings in connection with the case.
Rahul Gandhi ji, if you had nothing to hide, अगर आप पाक साफ थे, आपके लोग कह रहे हैं ये तो सेक्शन 25 कंपनी है, ना इसमें कोई लेना ना कोई इसमें देना, अगर इतने पाक साफ थे तो 2010 में जो विषय सामने आया कि आपने अपने इनकम टैक्स में सच्चाई नहीं लिखी डिस्क्लोजर में, और तो और अपने इलेक्शन के एफिडेविट तक में आपने ये खुलासा नहीं किया कि आप यंग इंडिया के डायरेक्टर हैं और स्टेक होल्डर हैं। क्यों? क्या छिपाना चाहते थे आप?
Now, in connection with the National Herald case, Republic confronted Congress sign Rahul Gandhi, who said that the case is an intimidation attempt by the Enforcement Directorate and Congress cannot be silenced by all the pressures that are being mounted at it by the agency, further adding that they will continue to oppose what Amit Shah and Narendra Modi are doing against the democracy.
जो इस देश में नरेंद्र मोदी जी, अमित शाह जी कर रहे हैं लोकतंत्र के खिलाफ, उसके खिलाफ हम खड़े रहेंगे, चाहिए कुछ भी कर दें, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
The Rajya Sabha was adjourned till 12 noon amid an uproar on misuse of central investigation agencies, but with both opposition and treasury benches also raising allegations against each other over the issue.
Please, Rameshji, you are a veteran leader, you are senior most leader. What is happening in the... I'm telling you, आप जो कह रहे हैं वह नियमों के विरुद्ध है। आप जो कह रहे हैं नियमों के विरुद्ध। Please go back to your seat. Nothing will go on record. You are a veteran leader. You are. Please Please.
Now, the issue led to heated allegations between members of both Treasury and opposition soon after the floor leader of the Congress in the Rajya Sabha, Mallikarjun Kharge, accused the central government of misusing central agencies.
हम तो वेलकम किया सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं दैट इज नथिंग वी आर सपोर्टिंग इट शुड बी पास लेकिन इस सदन में अगर नहीं बोलूंगा तो कहां बोलूंगा.
After Mallikarjun Kharge complained about the ED summon leader of the House in the Rajya Sabha, in fact, Piyush Goyal the union minister reiterated that centre has nothing to do with it.
अगर किसी ने कोई गलत काम किया है तो कानून व्यवस्था अपना काम करता है और इस पर्टिकुलर विषय में तो माननीय उच्च सदन में जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट है भारत का वहां तक ये विषय गया है और जो कांग्रेस की अपेक्षा है जो कांग्रेस के साथ होता है वो आज खेल
As India roars Tiranga above all, opposition won't even spare Tiranga from politics. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi celebrated the day by changing his profile picture to an image of India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. Meanwhile, PDP chief Mehbooba Mufti stirred major controversy after she changed her Twitter display picture to show the tricolour along with the old flag of Jammu and Kashmir. As Centre launched its Har Ghar Tiranga campaign under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, various leaders from the Congress party took potshots at the central government over the campaign by adding that former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru's profile picture changed it to Jawaharlal Nehru's picture, saying that it was good and that the government was recognizing the tricolour.
विपक्ष का के लोग किस तरह से कहते हैं, अगर जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी के हाथ में भी तिरंगा लगाया है तो एक अच्छी बात है. कम से कम वो राष्ट्रध्वज का सम्मान करें और इस राष्ट्रीय त्योहार को मनाएं, ऐसी मेरी अपेक्षा है.
As nation is all set to celebrate India's 75th Independence Day, the country is geared up to celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. In various cities where Tiranga rally is also being held to commemorate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, Indian Army also organized marathon on the occasion of Har Ghar Tiranga campaign under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav in Mumbai. Remember, this comes in the backdrop of India's 75th Independence Day.
13 अगस्त से 15 अगस्त तक चलाएं. जनता की बड़ी मांग थी कि सभी जगह तिरंगा उपलब्ध हो सके, तो ये राष्ट्रीय ध्वज के वितरण केंद्र की शुरुआत की गई है और यहाँ पर सशुल्क सभी को राष्ट्रीय ध्वज मिलेगा.
While BJP Amit Patra condemned the opposition stance on Har Ghar Tiranga campaign, saying that the Congress is doing politics over the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign.
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने हर घर तिरंगा लगाने का एक आह्वान किया है. इसमें भी राजनीति करना और वो भी इस प्रकार की छोटी राजनीति करना, ये फ्रस्ट्रेशन उचित नहीं है. मैं सिर्फ इतना ही कहना चाहूंगा कि तू इधर उधर की बात न कर, सिर्फ इतना बता तिरंगे के प्रति सम्मान है या नहीं.
Meanwhile, Eknath Shinde camp spokesperson Deepak Kesarkar declared that Maharashtra cabinet expansion will take place by Sunday, further stating that the exact date for inducting new ministers would be revealed by Chief Minister Eknath Shinde in a few days. Shiv Sena's Uddhav delegation will meet the DGP is expected to meet the DGP later in the day. Shiv Sena MP Vinayak Raut, Arvind Sawant and MLC Manisha also are part of this delegation. The meet comes as the Shiv Sena party members view that the cases filed against the Shiv Senics on attack on rebel MLAs were wrong and further demanding withdrawal of these cases. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will arrive in the national capital today as she embarks on a 4-day visit and is also expected to attend the Niti Aayog meet. Now, also according to sources, Mamata, who is expected to land this afternoon, will also be holding a meet in the evening with her party MPs who have been in the forefront of protests against the government in the ongoing parliament session. Mamata is also expected to meet the new president, Draupadi Murmu. J&K Director General of Police Dilbagh Singh chaired a high-level meet to review the overall security scenario and arrangements regarding the forthcoming Independence Day and Muharram functions as well. During this meeting, the DGP sought reports from the officers about security arrangements and deployment plans put in place for smooth and peaceful conduct of the Muharram and Independence Day in twin capital cities and all district headquarters across J&K. As the registration for the senior secondary recruit and matric recruit concluded, the Indian Navy received over 80,000 applications from women candidates. The recruitment of the above-mentioned profiles will be done under the Agnipath scheme. Madrasa in Moira Bari has been demolished by bulldozer today, according to police officials. He was recently arrested for his links with Bangladesh-based terror outfit. They further added that the area was controlled by Mufti Mustafa. Notably, security has also been beefed up at Moira Bari area. Now, India and the US will hold over 2-week-long mega military exercise in Uttarakhand's Oli in Uttarakhand amid the fast-evolving regional security scenario. According to sources in defense and military establishment, the 18th edition of exercise Yudh Abhyas is scheduled to take place from October 14th till the 31st. A number of complex drills are also being planned for the mega exercise. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y. Jagan Mohan Reddy credited over 350 crore rupees to 3.95 lakh beneficiaries under Jaganna Thodu scheme. According to Chief Minister's office, the scheme provides 10,000 rupees each to small traders, vendors and artisans as well. India is all set to host diplomats of the 15-nation Union Security Council in October for a special meet on counter-terrorism. India is halfway through the second year of its 2-year term as an elected non-permanent member of the UN Security Council. India's tenure at the council will end in December this year, when the country will also preside as the president of the powerful United Nations organ for the month. Meanwhile, heavy rains were reported in several places in Rajasthan in last 24 hours, with Jaipur recording torrential amount of rainfall. The meteorological department, meanwhile, has issued a warning for heavy rainfall in many parts of Rajasthan in the next 24 hours. Heavy showers also triggered landslides in Kannauj district of Himachal. Chicken farms are also facing maximum damage due to poor weather conditions. Notably, an orange alert has also been sounded in 11 districts by the IMD, indicating a probable decrease in the intensity of the rains hitting the southern state in Kerala. Incessant rainfall also threw life out of Ghar in Uttarakhand's capital city, Dehradun. The IMD in their recent forecast has said that increased heavy rainfall over North India is likely to continue due to the northward shift of the monsoon winds. Now, amid a heavy rainfall that continues to lash Mumbai, daily life of the commuters has taken a hit as waterlogging has been reported in Andheri subway due to the torrential rains early this morning. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar expressed his condolences over the death of 3 people in a road accident in Bhaura Chowk in Vaishali's Patepur. Taking note of the situation, the state chief announced an ex gratia of 4 lakh rupees to the deceased's kin. Delhi is also experiencing a sigh of relief as light rain lashed several parts of the national capital, with expectations of cloudy skies throughout the day. This means that the parts of the national capital region, including Noida, Gurugram, Ghaziabad, are all set to receive rainfall today as well. According to the Union Health Ministry, India has recorded over 19,000 new cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. Taking the tally to over 5 crore mark, while the national COVID recovery rate was recorded at 98.5%. With an aim to increase the power generation capacity of the central state In fact, in Madhya Pradesh, an address to address electricity problems in the region, a floating solar power plant is going to be built in the Khandwa region, which will generate 600 megawatt power by 2023. This is said to be the world's largest floating solar plant. The project is estimated to be worth over 3,000 crore rupees. The Allahabad High Court has approved the bail of Brijesh Singh alias Arun Kumar Singh. Singh has been accused of conspiracy to murder and murderous attack on Bahubali Mukhtar Ansari and has been in jail for the last 12 years. The bail was granted by single bench of Justice Arvind Kumar Mishra. Union Home Minister Amit Shah visited Bangalore and attended a conference of the Ministry of Culture and Confederation of Indian Industries conference called Sankalp Siddhi. The Union Home Minister is likely to hold talks with state BJP leaders as well amid tensions surrounding the back-to-back murders in the communally sensitive Dakshin Kannada district.
एक तो हमारी नई पीढ़ी जो हमारे किशोर है, युवा हैं, जिनको आजादी के आंदोलन से बहुत ज्यादा सरोकार इसलिए नहीं रहा है कि अब ये इतिहास के पन्नों में चला गया, मगर जब तक देश की नई पीढ़ी आजादी के आंदोलन की स्पिरिट, आजादी के आंदोलन में दिए गए बलिदान और आजादी के आंदोलन का इतिहास नहीं जानती है, वो कभी भी देश की विकास की प्रक्रिया से नहीं जुड़ सकती है.
Meanwhile, news coming in from Indore, where female inmates of Central Jail Central Jail of Indore made Rakis for soldiers posted in border areas for the occasion of Raksha Bandhan. According to police officials, at least 200 Rakis will be sent to soldiers in Kashmir. And not just that, these Rakis will also be available at their outlet for common people.
जेल में जो है महिला बंदियों के द्वारा जो है राखी का बनाया जा रहा है, जिनको हमने इन्हें प्रशिक्षण दिलवाया था राखी बनाने का, जिसका उद्देश्य ये है कि राखी ये बनाएंगे तो इससे एक प्रेम भाव जुड़ा रहता है. और राखी एक और उद्देश्य है पावन की, जो हमारे बॉर्डर पे जो सिपाही हैं उनके लिए महिला बंदियों द्वारा बना करके 200 राखी हम जो है भिजवा रहे हैं, जो कि कश्मीर बॉर्डर पे सैनिकों को बांधी जाएगी.
Now, an idol of Shivling located on the Chola Road in Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal was broken and uprooted from the ground. According to police officials, the stone from which the Shivling was broken is also, in fact, was found lying in the temple itself. The Shivling belonged to Pipleshwar Mahadev temple, which is located in the front of Vishwa Hindu Parishad office. Meanwhile, a case has also been registered in connection with the case.
इस मामले में जो जोन 3 का है, इसमें एक मंदिर है, उसमें जो मूर्ति है उसको क्षतिग्रस्त करने का मामला सामने आया है. पुलिस इसमें जो स्थान है मंदिर का, वहाँ के आसपास के क्षेत्रों में पूछताछ कर रही है, वहाँ के तकनीकी साक्ष्य भी एकत्रित कर रही है. अभी कुछ संदिग्ध पुलिस के पास में है, उनका कंफर्म होने के पश्चात ही इसमें आगे बताया जा सकता है.
At least 2 died and 1 was hospitalized after a gas leak incident was reported in an electro steel factory that was reported from the Kharda district of West Bengal. The police officials of the same district confirmed the information as well. Meanwhile, in news from Rajasthan, where Animal Husbandry Minister Lalchand Kataria exhorted officials to pull all stops to control the lumpy disease spreading among animals. Kataria, the minister, held a review meet with the district level officials regarding lumpy skin disease, which has so far claimed lives of more than 1,000 cows and other bovines across the state. The state government has also sent medical teams and allotted emergency funds for medicine.
कि पशु मुंह से बोल नहीं सकता और सबसे ज़्यादा ये गायों पे असर कर रही है बीमारी. भैंसों पे शायद अभी तक कोई केस हमारे सामने आया नहीं. सबसे ज़्यादा इफेक्टेड गौशालाएं हैं या गो पशुधन है, जिसको बचाना हमारी प्राथमिकता है.
Now, after concluding a high-profile visit to Taiwan, US Speaker Nancy Pelosi met top political leaders of South Korea as well. Pelosi said that the US wants to advance security, economy and governance as well, and would do so with the help of their South Korean friends. After South Korea, Nancy is also expected to travel to Japan.
And we want to advance security, economy and governance in an interparliamentary way. Our president, as you acknowledged, was here in the spring in May, and he has since ongoing announcements about the Asian Pacific initiatives, the IPEF, the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework. We want to be able to work together for all of the purposes I mentioned, but to do so listening to our friends in South Korea as to how we can do it best.
Failure of 4 consecutive rain seasons in parts of Ethiopia, Kenya and Somalia have posing a threat to starvation of communities of Africa, according to humanitarian relief agencies. At least 7 million livestock have died across the region.
Now, the biggest threat to food security, as we are witnessing, is climate change. So efforts towards climate adaptation are really becoming more and more critical as we move along. So climate change is a really big one. The drought cycles have increased over time and are stretching for longer periods. This is a major concern.
Now, 2 days after US Speaker Nancy Pelosi arrived went to Taiwan on the visit, which left China furious, Beijing kick-started large-scale military drills around the island nation. According to sources, live-fire drills also began in 6 identified zones around the island at noon local time. Meanwhile, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with India's Foreign Minister Jaishankar in Cambodia ahead of ASEAN meeting. Blinken said he was looking forward to comparing notes with Jaishankar, and the pair also discussed issues including the situation in Sri Lanka and Myanmar.
Compare notes as we head into these very important ASEAN meetings. We're both strong proponents of ASEAN centrality. We have a shared vision together for a free and open Indo-Pacific that we work on in so many different ways every single day. And of course, we have some immediate challenges that we're both concerned with, to include the situation in Sri Lanka, Burma, and a number of other hotspots. So I very much look forward to once again being able to go through a number of these issues with my friend, and then we'll both head over to our meetings.
Now, the Senate ratified NATO membership for Finland and Sweden with an overwhelming support for expanding the Western military alliance in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The final vote was 95 opposite to 1 senator voting that was present. As California continues under a state to be in a state of emergency due to monkeypox outbreak, the city of West Hollywood launched a pop-up clinic to deliver doses of vaccine to vulnerable recipients. Los Angeles County, in fact, has 19,000 doses of the vaccine for high-risk individuals. Foreign ministers from the Association of Southeast Asian nations began meeting their counterparts from key partners. South Korea's Foreign Minister Park Jin also outlined intentions for deepening the relationship between his country and ASEAN. Teams carried out an inspection of the first Ukrainian ship transporting grain under wartime deal in Istanbul. Joint civilian inspection team also spent 3 hours checking the cargo and crew of the ship as well, which left Odessa on Monday carrying Ukrainian corn. The team, meanwhile, also included officials from Ukraine, Russia, Turkey and the United Nations who signed deals last month to create safe Black Sea shipping corridors. And in news from the world of sports, Renuka Singh's 4-wicket haul guided India to a 100-run victory over Barbados to seal a place in the semi-finals at the ongoing Commonwealth Games. For India, Renuka bagged 4 wickets, while Harmanpreet Kaur, Radha Yadav and Sneh Rana bagged 1 wicket each. For Barbados, Kishona Knight was the top scorer.
Yeah, definitely. If you go to it, it was a do-or-die situation for both the teams, and even the talk in the dressing room was like, we're not going to focus about the results. We just got to do our job well. We just got to focus on the process. And even for me, my role was given to me. The way I need to play, I need to bat through, but at the same time, I need to get those boundaries and signal doubles.
Now, world champion Nikhat Zareen is sure of a medal in the women's 50 kg light flyweight after she defeated Wales' Helen Jones at the ongoing Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. The 26-year-old Nikhat Zareen was aggressive from the get-go against Jones at the National Exhibition Centre. And it was another fruitful day for India in the Commonwealth Games as Tejaswin Shankar created history with the first ever medal for India in high jump. The Indian contingent added 5 medals on day 6, 1 silver. With this, India has 1 silver, 4 bronze, taking the total tally to 18 now. Tulika Maan claimed the silver medal in the final of the women's 78 kg category after suffering a defeat against Scotland's Sarah Addington at the ongoing Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. Playing at the Coventry Arena, the Indian judoka faced tough competition from her opponent while she received second shiro on the board.
Thank you so much, sir. Like, बिना उनकी हेल्प के कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता था क्योंकि उन्होंने ही सब खेलो इंडिया स्कीम स्टार्ट करी, उस वजह से मैं भोपाल आई और all thanks to our PM.
The Indian men's hockey team defeated Canada in its third Pool B match at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. Indian men's hockey team continued their unbeaten run at the Games. India gave no respite to Canadian defence as they continued to attack in numbers as the second half kicked off.